Hello all, doctors of homeopathy, students and friends of homeopathy. Today is the 1074th day of uninterrupted daily webinar of International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. And today, our guest is Mr. Darryl D'Souza. Mr. Darryl D'Souza is an inspiration to millions across the globe due to his journey from 14 years of chronic illnesses to a state of perfect health within 1 year of using integrative natural medicine and therapies. And his resultant book, Become Healthy or Extinct, now read in most countries. He does disease reversal workshops across India and also created online platforms for doctors, healers, and therapists to work together. Mr. Darryl was a secretary of the World United Doctors and Healers Association for 5 years when he curated and convened their continued medico-spiritual education conferences. Mr. Darryl is also an industrial engineer, educator, organic farmer, environmentalist, TEDx speaker, founder of the Integrative Medicine and Health Committee of India, founder of Earth Keepers Connect, convener of the New Earth Summit on solutions to our problems in health, food, farming, and environment, and a speaker at the World Parliaments on Spirituality. Mr. Darryl is a recipient of the ISHMA Award and the Rex Karmavir Chakra Award as well. His complete work is on www.darryldesouza.com. So let's welcome Mr. Darryl D'Souza, and the topic for the day is solutions for global pandemics. Let me introduce what International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy is. Ifph is an international homeopathic humanitarian organization formed to bring together the global promotion of homeopathy and to bring together homeopathic movements, activists, and activities worldwide under one umbrella. In this community, regional, caste, religions, ideological, political divisions have no place. The purpose of the Ifph is to concentrate on the field of homeopathy and to promote homeopathy. Witnessing the present-day world, Ifph humbly says that popular, simple, and less expensive homeopathic medicines can save today's world, which is relatively different from other treatment systems and very helpful in defeating today's catastrophe. To fulfill our aims and objectives, we have been conducting the Zoom webinar since September 2020 for 3 hours, now daily in 3 languages, IST 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Hindi, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. in English, and 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. in regional language, Malayalam. Sorry for the delay. Our guest is yet to join. And the thing is, according to this holistic approach of homeopathy and the way we are getting such wonderful personalities on our floor to talk about the holistic approaches which they adopt is a great thing. I think as homeopathic persons, we need to study, we need to be aware of the various ways which other persons are dealing health as a whole. And you all know, it's very easy to study chemistry, physics, or even astronomical things. It's very easy. But studying physical sciences, studying life sciences, it's a bit difficult. And philosophy was being connected with medicine in the past. And now it is very sad to say that the major role which is played by allopathy, where philosophy has no role, and man is being treated and man is being visioned as just parts, or just with thinking as with only physiology is being considered. It is very sad to see these type of things. Here, homeopathy has a great role. So together, to have this type of persons in our flow, to study what they have to speak dealing the health of human beings as a whole, planning to make world a more healthier place to live. You all know, nowadays it's very hard to live keeping our health intact. A lot of persons are here, I know, to speak about the good health aspects, the holistic way, how to deal the cases, how to deal the persons in a holistic way. And homeopathy is the topmost system of medicine, which do have a good rational approach to treat persons as a whole. And Master has taught us to treat persons considering their holistic nature and treating them in an economical way, which they can afford. So now also, it's a great thing. Now I think our guest is yet to join. And let me talk again with you. And if some person is ready to interact, it will be great for us. Two type of thoughts, I think, is very famous. And it's very great considering the whole world. And one is the German ideologies and German thoughts. And next is the Indian thoughts, which have every time it ruled the world. It was the health when we considered, every time when we consider the health, philosophy was being intermingled with these with the thoughts of Indian and German type of health dealings. And now, when the Western medicine took charge, the philosophy was being discarded and only empirical, just fragmentalized type of thing is being highlighted. I think Dr. Ram Pravesh Shah can join talking to us. Hello.
Hello, sir. Oh, hello. Thank you all present member IFPH. और सर हम तो हिंदी में ज्यादा बोलते हैं सर, इंग्लिश में कम बोलते हैं. हेलो हेलो सर. सर बिंदु राज जी नमस्कार.
नमस्कार.
हेलो 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 सर.
Yes, we can hear you.
ये आवाज जा रही है.
Sorry, can you speak in English?
सर इंग्लिश में तो बहुत हम नहीं बोल पाते हैं.
Okay.
Bindiraj doctor, he can't speak in English. He can speak in Hindi only.
Okay, then it's great.
हिंदी बोल सकते हैं.
Okay. I can understand Hindi well.
Hindi. Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes. I can understand you. Yeah, can hear you.
हिंदी. हाँ. हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं सर.
या बोलना कुछ मुश्किल है, लेकिन कोशिश करेगा.
अच्छा. तो मेन कॉज हम जो है किस सब्जेक्ट पर बोलना है, हम थोड़ा सा पेशेंट देख रहे थे, हम समझ नहीं पाए. लेकिन कारण, मेन कॉज ऑफ डिजीज अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ होम्योपैथिक साइंस, इस पर हम बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि कारण जो है होम्योपैथिक का मेन कॉज ऑफ डिजीज जो है इनविजिबल अदृश्य, जिसको देखा नहीं जा सकता है. रिजल्ट इज विजिबल. रिजल्ट तो कारण हमारे हैंडमैन साहब बताए हैं कि कॉज, बीमारी का कारण जो है अदृश्य है, जिसके कारण से हम बीमार पड़ते हैं। एक हम सर श्लोक से, एक रामायण के श्लोक से कुछ आप लोगों से कहना चाहते हैं, और उसको कुछ हिंदी में भी और इंग्लिश में भी दोनों मिक्स करके बता रहे हैं कि हमारे महाकवि तुलसीदास जी और वाल्मीकि जी रामायण में जो वर्णित किए हैं मेन कारण, मेन कॉज ऑफ डिजीज, उसमें भी इनविजिबल अदृश्य बताए हैं। सुनहु तात मानस रोगा, जिनते दुख पावहि सब लोग। हे भाई, मन का रोग सुनिए, जो हम होम्योपैथिक में भी मेंटल सिम्टम को डील करते हैं। मेंटल सिम्टम इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सिम्टम, फर्स्ट ग्रेड ऑफ सिम्टम अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ होम्योपैथिक साइंस। तो सुनहु तात मानस रोगा, जिनते दुख पावहि सब लोगा। हे भाई, मन का रोग सुनिए, जिससे सब लोग दुख पाते हैं। मन का रोग है क्या? मेंटल डिजीज है क्या? मोह सकल व्याधिन कर मूला, मोह सकल व्याधिन कर मूला, तिनते बहु उपजहि बहुतूला। मोही बीमारी का जड़ है, फिर उससे अनेक रोगों की उत्पत्ति होती है। मोह क्या है? व्हाट इज मोह? मोह मीन्स लगाव, संपर्क, नजदीकी, अट्रैक्शन। मोह ही बीमारी का जड़ है, फिर उससे छोटी छोटी बीमारी की उत्पत्ति होती है, जिससे मनुष्य को तकलीफ होता। तो अब मोह से पहले एक जो है, मोह जो है हमारा हर चीज से मोह है, जैसे चाय पीने का मोह, पान खाने का मोह, पुत्र से मोह, लगाव है, संपर्क है, यह नेचुरल थ्योरी है, नेचर है। बिना बिना मोह के हम जो है रह ही नहीं सकते हैं। मोह जो है, लगाव जो है नेचुरल देन है, लेकिन अब उसको विशेषण ज्यादा और कम, ज्यादा लगाव करते हैं वो भी बीमारी का जड़ है, और कम लगाव करते हैं वो भी बीमारी का जड़। तो ज्यादा और कम से, यदि आप ज्यादा चाय पीते हैं तो बीमारी जो है आपका बहुत सा प्रॉब्लम होगा, गैस का प्रॉब्लम होगा, एपेटाइट होगा। उसी तरह से कम भी, यदि ज्यादा दूध, अमृत भी क्यों नहीं हो, ज्यादा यदि आप खाते हैं तो जैसे दूध, मिल्क को अमृत माना गया, तो दूध जो है, दूध ज्यादा पीने से पेट खराब हो। आगे जो वर्णन करते हैं कि एक एक बीमारी का कारण इनविजिबल है, जिसको देखा नहीं जा सकता, उसका परिणाम विजिबल होता। सर हेलो, आवाज जा रही है सर? हेलो,
Yes, yes, we can hear you well.
हाँ सर, समझ में आ रहा है, लोग हिंदी में है इसीलिए। तो इसको जो है एक एक कारण इनविजिबल है, एक एक वर्ड को बताया गया हमारे शास्त्र में। जो है यह जो है कागभूषुंडी जी यहाँ पर बता रहे हैं सभी जीवात्मा को।
Darryl is
Hello.
about to join by his phone.
Excuse me,
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
Dhanesh.
Yes, he's just joining. Our guest is about to join.
Yeah, sure. We can continue.
Just please introduce.
अच्छा,
He's here.
हाँ, हेलो, ज्वाइनिंग, हेलो सर। कारण एक एक कारण बताए, काम बात कप लोभ अपारा, क्रोध पित्त नित्य छाती जारा। यानी काम मीन्स हुआ सेक्स से संबंधित है, और काम मीन्स हुआ एक्सेस वर्क से भी संबंधित है। तो हमारे साइंस में, मेडिकल साइंस में दो प्रकार की बीमारी होती है, एक एक्यूट और दूसरा क्रोनिक। तो यदि एक्सेस वर्क यानी खेत में या किसी लेबर का काम किए हैं, जिसके कारण बीमारी होगा, तो वह जो अपने आप चला जाएगा। एक्यूट का डिफिनेशन है सडन अटैक द सिम्टम विदाउट मेडिसिन एक्सप्लेनेशन। तो यदि उसको पुराना बीमारी यदि है, काम वह सेक्स से संबंधित आता है तो या सप्रेस कर देते हैं किसी चीज को, तो पुराना बीमारी में जो है परिणित हो जाता है। तो काम से ऐसे भी हम देखते हैं कि यह साइकोटिक मियाज में आता है। काम काम एक्सेस चीज ऑफ सेक्स, और उसके बाद जो है बीमारी का जो उत्पत्ति होता है वह बात रोग होता है, साइटिका, अर्थराइटिस, गठिया या बीमारी उत्पत्ति होता है। लोभी प्रवृत्ति का व्यक्ति, जो लोभी प्रवृत्ति का व्यक्ति होता है उसको जो है कफ का फॉर्मेशन बॉडी में होता है। क्रोधी प्रवृत्ति व्यक्ति को गैस का फॉर्मेशन होता है, जो पित्त के अधिकता होने के कारण गैस छाती को जलाता है। तो काम बात कफ लोभ अपारा, क्रोध पित्त नित छाती जाना। तीनों भाई करही प्रीति, उपजही सनपात दुखदाई। यदि एक ही शरीर में यह तीनों बीमारी हो, कामुक भी है, लोभी भी है, क्रोधी भी है, एक एक्स्ट्रा बीमारी की उत्पत्ति होती है। तीनों भाई करही प्रीति, उपजही सनिपात दुखदाई। सनिपात रोग होता है। सनिपात रोग ऐसे हम टाइफाइड को सनिपात कहते हैं हिंदी में, और टाइफाइड जो है सनिपात में एक जो है बड़बड़ाना जो एक शब्द है, जो कि कॉन्शियस अनकॉन्शियस जो क्या बोलता है क्या कर रहा है उसको भी समझ में नहीं आता पेशेंट को। एक फर्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ माइनिया टाइप का एक बीमारी की उत्पत्ति होती है। तो यह जो है ये ज्यादा ज्यादा लोभ करने से, ज्यादा क्रोध करने से, ज्यादा जो है एक्सेस यानी काम करने से यह बीमारी की उत्पत्ति होती है। इसी तरह से बहुत सा श्लोक में बताया है, विषय मनोरथ दुर्गम नाम केशव नाम शुल्को जाना, ममता दादू कनुहर साई, हर्ष विषाद ग्रह बहुताई। एक विषय पर मनन करने वाले व्यक्ति, थिंकिंग जो हमारा सोच है, थिंकिंग एक ही विषय को बार बार थिंकिंग कर रहा है, या काम नहीं हुआ।
Sir, I think guest has joined.
Yes.
यस सर, ज्वाइन किए तो ठीक है सर, ज्वाइन किए तो उनको
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Ram Pravesh Shah,
ठीक है सर,
and
बहुत
our guest is here.
ठीक है सर, बहुत अच्छा। आपको जो है बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप जो मौका
Mr.
दिए।
Darryl D'Souza, we have introduced you, and
Yes, thank you
I
very
welcome
much.
you for the session.
Yes, thank you everyone. Apologies, I'm sorry, I forgot about today's appointment and this session because I didn't save it on my phone, and I was tied up with something else, so it just took me a few minutes to come here. But so today's session we have till 9 p.m. correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will start right away. And since I also forgot to prepare for the session, but I will share some important aspects of the kind of work I'm doing now, which is very relevant to what's going on in the world. And since my intro is already read out, so everyone here has some background of what I've been doing. Yeah. So I'll start with just some basic, and then I would like to show one of my presentations, which is about the integrative medicine system. Now, in which homeopathy is also definitely included. Now I'm 53 years old, and I think the first time I had encountered homeopathy when I was about 12 years old. And mainly because I used to get migraines that used to go for 2 days in a row with, vomiting and all of that, especially when I used to go out to the sun, in the sun. So that was during my school days. And then I had Dr. Kadam in Mumbai, I was living, and he was at Bandra Polyclinic. So he took up my case and he treated me. And it took in about 2 years, quite a long treatment. And in about 2 years, it reduced to 1 day. migraine. Now, I know what's happening in the world with regards to homeopathy right now. What started in UK some months back, or maybe more than a year back, with them trying to find fault with homeopathy. As in the public domain, people often say, half of the time it works, half of the time it doesn't work. And that time I'm just giving an example of it took about 2 years for my migraines to come from 2 days to 1 day. And then I continued with that. And in my, struggle for health, which actually started in 2000, in the year 2000, I started with very severe pneumonia. And I could not breathe and I was coughing blood. The doctor had to come in the middle of the night, give me steroids because he was very sure that I would not survive till the next morning. So that's how my chronic illnesses started when I was in engineering. Well, after that, since immunity was lower, I started getting, amoebic, first this amoebiasis that happened from drinking mountain water for some time. And then it went to amoebic colitis. And that's how I went back to, all allopathy, of course, suppressants I was taking because I had skin allergies. At the age of 28, I had first degree piles. At 30, I had second degree. At 32, I had to be operated. All the 4 sections of my piles had to be operated because of third degree piles. Then I had skin allergies and all that. So I left, allopathy, and I then first went to Ayurveda. So after 2.5 years of Ayurveda, still not complete healing, still a lot of problems. Then I jumped on to homeopathy and some relief, but still many symptoms continued. Then I went into energy healing, which was mainly Reiki. And then I had a lot of healers work on me. Tried that for 2 years and still, I was not getting better, to the extent that if I wouldn't take a tablet called Atrax for my skin allergies, then I would literally be scratching my skin off. At work, I had to go with full sleeves and all that because all my arms were scratched. It got so severe that even eating food, my gums used to irritate and itch and burn. If I tried to scratch them, I couldn't wear footwear because of the itching under my feet. And literally, I had to give up my work as an engineer and sit at home only in Bermuda shorts. That also not on a hard chair because in 10 minutes it would be itching me. So I would sit on a bed with a, this Dunlop mattress of 8 inches. At that stage, I shifted to natural therapies. And the main thing that saved my life was acupressure. Actually, it gave results within just a week's time when my allergies started going down. Then herbal detoxes, which is part of naturopathy. Things called cleaning the blood with herbs, cleaning the kidneys, stomach, colon, all of that. And what didn't work for 14 years started working in 1 week's time. So I was pretty shocked, and that really motivated me. And I said, no, here are some real proper sciences of healthcare. And then I went on to learn further. Now, this I was mentored by a person who a retired textile engineer in Mumbai, Mr. Ashwin Dalal, and he was a student of this whole system by Dr. Devendra Vora. Health in Your Hands, Volume 1, Volume 2 is what I studied under him. Every word of that book. And then I started treating, people, friends and family on the weekend. And that's how in 2005, I got into practicing natural medicine. So now I've seen that sometime in between, where I was having a little hair fall, excess hair fall, like normally I would see that my hair, just when you comb it after a couple of days in the wash basin, you see 8, 10, 12, 14 strands. It went to a time where I was counting 100 strands. So I said, I'm having excess hair fall. And then a doctor here in Goa, Dr. Thomas Paul, I wonder whether he's here today or part of your group. So I went to him and he gave me a remedy. And what I noticed was I took it at his clinic at 5:30 in the evening. And next evening at about 10:30, when I was working on my laptop, I got a strange energetic feeling top of my body here, and my kind of gums got locked just for a half of a second. I said, oh, what's going on? Like, an energetic pull. And then after 2 days, I'm looking that my hair strands have come down to just 30 a day. On the 4th day, it was 20 a day. On the 5th day, it was 10 a day. So I have seen homeopathy working like within 2 days also. So I have come to these conclusions when the homeopath really gets the constitution or whatever system of analysis they do when they're right, then I know homeopathy is very, very powerful. So I am all in support of homeopathy. And when people ask me in general, I said, yes, as if you find the homeopath that has got your constitution and your remedy right, it should work in a week's time. I've seen this happen for many people because on these, it's been now since 2012. I've been part of the integrative medicine and a healthcare movement in India. As you would have seen in my bio, I was the Secretary of the World United Doctors and Healers Association for 5 years. So doing all of these conferences, going to different cities, promoting integrative medicine, and I've met a lot of doctors, healers, alternative medicine practitioners, complementary. So I get feedback, from everywhere. So now I will just show probably directly a website, since I think I have rights to screen share. I would like to show you all just in a minute the website what we have made, which is called integrativemedicinecommittee.org. If you like, you all can also open it directly. I will just put that link in the chat window too. So anybody can just click on it. Wait a second. Okay, so I've just posted the link in the chat window. And similarly, for those who are not opening that, I will open it here and do the screen share on my laptop also. Okay. So this we mainly did because for over a year back. So it was my clear expectation when COVID happened in India that, yeah, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, integrative medicine. So when COVID happened in India, it was my clear understanding that the Indian government should have called, because this was a kind of a global thing moving around the world. And when it touched and reached India, I was expecting the Prime Minister or some health body in India to announce that we are forming a big panel or a committee that has got all systems of medicine, because there are so many stalwarts in this country in Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy, and now you all know also that Ifph is part of the Ayush system, which is the Tibetan medicine system. And I was expecting that such a committee would be announced and the great people in India would come together. They would be invited by a government body to form this committee and basically find how to arrest this, what are the preventive steps for this getting the COVID flu, what are the treatment modalities, which is the best integrated system to do this. And I was pretty shocked it didn't happen. And I waited for another 2-3 months, and then I could hear about this COVID task force that was formed. And I was shocked to see that mostly allopathic doctors only were there in it. That's the time I did my first video. You'll see it on my YouTube channel, because that time it was there was so much pressure that you couldn't use the word COVID, cure, prevention, COVID. So I just put a title out that says the only thing that can save you now is higher immunity. And everybody knew what to save you for what. So there in that video, it is about a 1.5 hour video. Yeah, in that video, I was explaining what are the different things that the average person, the body is engaged with all of the time, which reduces our immunity. So I just spoke a little about, unhealthy food. Then I spoke about sedentary lifestyle. Then I spoke about chemical-based products that are used on the entire body or as cleaners. So with all these toxins getting into your body, it engages the immune system. So similarly, the EMF around your house, too much of EMF, it starts engaging your chakra system. At least people in India should know this very clearly. We have a permanent energy field that is maintained and it gets modulated all the time. And if you have EMF banging you, then that much more energy your body has to put out. So I gave these 5, 6, points and said that first we have to mitigate the amount of our immune system is getting engaged to balance these bad practices. And I literally said for each one of these, 15% of your immune system is engaged. Finally, you're left with your immune system working for you only to the extent of 25, 35, 40%. And so that was the first part of it. And the second part was, what are the things you can do to increase your immunity? So I taught one pranayam, I taught one, acupressure points for the lungs, liver, and all of that. And also chest exercise. It was a routine of these three, which I have been teaching for years in my health workshops. So that was one. Then, of course, all the vitamins that everybody knows, vitamin C, vitamin B12, D, zinc, and all of those protocols. And, raw green juices also. And for more kind of, living food, nutrition. So, like I said at that time, I was, pretty surprised that there are so many naturopathy centers in this country and Ayush is being talked about so much. And there is no committee formed. Well, so I just did my video, I put it out, and then I did a repeat of it in July. And then I realized that, doctors who are practicing Ayurveda and other systems, they started meeting me and saying, we are not being allowed to use our protocols. We have to do everything what WHO says as per their medical protocols. So that was pretty shocking. And so things went forward. Then I got involved with Awaken India movement. We thought that, first the scientific side of it approach, presenting the proper things would stop, the fraudulent practices in COVID. But then every time the agencies or the court would say that you have to bring a high, peer-reviewed journal and all, saying that, to present your counterclaims. Then we tried constitutional law. And at least in constitutional law, we got some relief. I would like to say that it was our court case in Goa too we did for the education department and higher education department for the teachers who were being forced to take the vaccine. If not vaccine, then everyday PCR test. So it is in our case first in India that the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare had to submit their affidavit stating very clearly that COVID vaccines are voluntary. And that was taken and used in many other court cases across India. So, like I'm saying, some relief we got in terms of constitutional law. And finally, then after all of this, I figured out that part of our movement, which was the New Earth Summit. Now, through this Earth Keepers Connect platform that I have since 2012, the people have been with us, at least from 10 different cities in India, mainly the metro cities. Bombay, Goa, Pune, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Pune, all of that. So we have been working in health, food, farming, environment. Slowly graduated actually. First it was wellness of mind, body, spirit. And then because we talk of healthy food and all of that, eat local, seasonal, whole food, organic. Then we went into organic farming. I became an organic farmer in 2015. Basically because people were saying, you're talking about so much organic food. Where is it? Even in Goa, the people are putting urea into the soil. So then I started doing organic farming and I started hosting Goa's first organic market, the Earth Keepers Market in 2015. Not only food, but also these, natural body products, natural home products, natural cleaners, all biodegradable, effective microorganisms, bioenzymes, all of that. So And then finally, when you get to work on the land seriously, then you are questioning the water quality, the soil quality, the lack of sunlight, so much of smog in the air. And that's how we got into environment also. So it is Earthkeepers Connect who started the New Earth Summit in 2019 with the tagline, India's first integrative summit on solutions to our problems in health, food, farming, and environment. And there, with my background of industrial engineering and supply chain consulting, learning right from raw materials to finished goods, and all this efficiency methods that we do in between through even software systems. Then you have end product, and that end product is somebody else's raw material. So that supply chain goes on. And some years I was in the doing on the side stock markets as well. So I could understand how finance and manufacturing and industry is working. Finally, by 2019, some of us in our group clearly understood what is operating worldwide is a very centralized corporate and transnational corporations. So we started putting out our solutions, and we understood that it has to be a decentralized system where the solutions are having your own pure local water, your natural food system, which is organic and local, and also your medicine system, which is connected to your herbal plants and all that you do. And all of these sciences, even if it's building your natural home, or even if it's the way you treat your river water, you take the water, you use it, and then after that, what? The gray and black water, you need to recycle it and use it for your plants and all of that, so that you don't contaminate the groundwater. Now, these great solutions are there on our website, thenewearthsummit.com. So 5 years in a row now, the experts in India have been presenting all these solutions on our summits, and all the recordings are there. You'll get all the contact details also of all these people who have presented. So basically, the solution turns out to be a decentralized system. And we think that, the current city system, which we call the control matrix, and the entire concrete jungle, that has been the one that has got most abused, where, everything is toxic. And I think I'll just put that slide on from our presentation when I'm showing the integrative medicine model. I'll just breeze to that also quite fast. And so finally, we started forming this integrative medicine and health committee. Now, I was busy for the last 5-6 days with Awaken India movement, because we were doing countrywide press conferences on this COVID, because the new global pandemic treaty has got clauses which clearly are, they're using everything for their benefit. So they've said over there, we have a one health full clause, in which human health is tied to the health of our plants or our food that we eat, which is tied to the quality of the soil, which is tied to the quality of the water, and even our household pets, they are also to be considered when we consider our own health. And so it's a one thing, and everything is connected. So because everything is connected, now we want control. This is WHO's Global Pandemic Treaty. Because everything is connected, we want control over what has to be done with your water, what has to be done with your soil, what has to be done with the air. And if many of you have researched it, they have been putting chemtrails in the air, which have got toxins. There are research also. I would request people to Google up and search the videos of Dr. Artis, who has been also saying that they have been putting snake venom in the COVID vaccine, and specifically the venom of the king cobra and the Chinese crate. That is what is causing a lot of nervous system problems in people. From our research, I shall give the documents to anybody who wants from AIM. We have all the vaccine ingredients. Some of it is graphene, hydroxide and aluminum oxide and other toxins, which are carcinogenic in nature. So that's why you have the result where so many people are getting the side effects of vaccines, which are over 100. And also, of course, one of them being death. Now, at one point, we found it very necessary. So we put out a challenge and a reward the Integrative Medicine and Health Committee of India, which I will show you right now on this website. In our documents from Awaken India movement, you will see that section, that document called The Truth of the Scamdemic, which you will find on our website in the document section. There we have clearly explained why the PCR test and also the RAT test are not scientific and proper tests. They do not isolate whole viruses and fragments of virus. Fragments, they are comparing fragments with the genome sequence of an in silico virus. In silico means computer generated. So we have called that a complete fake system, that they have never isolated the virus itself completely, and they're only comparing it with a genome sequence that somebody has made on a computer. Well, some people do claim that they have, isolated it and all of that. So then we said, okay, we went to the next level. And here's this on the right-hand side, COVID symptoms caused. So what we put out as a challenge with a reward is what you can see right now in front of our screen. Rupees 1 lakh. Some of you may know there's a 1 million reward from, which was also there for the AIDS virus, for the HIV virus from Dr. Stephen Lanka. And one person tried to claim it, and that also was a fraudulent claim, so he did not pay the money out. So it says 1 lakh reward to the first person who proves with irrefutable scientific evidence that SARS-CoV-2 or any of its variants caused the COVID flu symptoms. Okay, so then whoever we've given on our website how you can apply for that if you have the proof of it, and what kind of validation we will do. And here also we have, see, there has been some scientific attempts, which we call fraudulent attempts. Some medical institutions claim they isolated the virus and put it in injection and injected some people, and then those people got the symptoms. Simple question is the average human being getting infected in this way? Is the COVID virus being put in a syringe and then injected into you, going through several layers of your salt, your skin, your immune system, and all the immune functions of the human body, and getting into the blood directly? So since that is not happening, that claim is being rejected. So any natural way of administering a person who's got an infection, you can take their snot or what and give it to somebody else and see how, if they get infected. Now, this has not been done by the Center of Disease Control USA, neither has it been done by WHO or any other organization in this world. So anybody who claims such a thing, that SARS-CoV-2 or any of its variants cause COVID flu, please direct them to our website and then let them present the evidence. We will go through it. And then we have said that has to be corroborated, and also it is not science. Just somebody claiming and putting out something, that doesn't become science. It becomes science when the claim is verified by at least a dozen independent institutions across the globe, because it is reproducible with such clarity, and you get the same results, then it becomes science. So for us, till now, they are putting out non-science. And in the Truth of the Scamdemic document from Awaken India Movement website, I'm one of the co-authors of that document. You will see the explanation of why people were actually getting flu. So, which also coincided with the seasonal change. So the science, the basic science is mentioned over there. And since homeopathy also works with energy, I would like to mention that, even though there's a shortage of time, that the basic science is a delta change, permanent change in the environment imposes a new field on the human body, and it is compulsory for every human body in that field to respond. And in that response, a rebalancing of our chakras and energy, everything happens, and those effects are seen as cough, cold, flu, joint pains, and all of that. So yes, and even further detail is explained when somebody with such symptoms, when they come into your own family members into your house, how come you also catch that cough and cold after 3-4 days? So it is not some physical virus. It is an energy field that is transferred, and it's an induction. So if you see people in the same family, they are exposed to the same level of toxins. If they are eating half toxic or full toxic food, it's common to them. They live in the same environment, they're drinking the same water, the stress level in the house is the same, and they have similar habits. So so that's what we are working with. We have all of this wide exposure because we work not only with doctors, healers, and therapists, but also with organic farmers, with people who work with environmental, parameters, and with engineers and electronics and people who work with electromotive fields. Now, I've been working with, using electromagnetic fields since the time I was 12 years old. That's the first time I built my own, electric motor. So you can get an idea of some, understanding of mine also there. Now, I would like to share with everyone here very briefly, because I presented this, I was invited from India to present this at the BRICS Nation Summit on healthcare in November 2021. So I was very happy at that time because India flag was there on the website, the BRICS nations are there. I could see PM Modi's photo over there, other people. And this conference happened. It was like a 6 to 8 hour conference. My turn came after 3.5 hours. And I presented what I'm going to show you now. Okay, before that, I'll go back to this website. I just showed you all the main title. But I would just for a minute scroll down to the entire website. And maybe somebody in today's panel may have been part of some of these events because they have been happening since 2007. Here we've given the basic, what we call integrative, natural, mind, body, spirit medicine, diagnosis and healing. So here you will see homeopathy over here mentioned as one of the therapies. Now we have a very wide spectrum. We work with natural medicine systems from the whole world. So as of now, our this committee has approved about 48 systems of medicine, and Ayush, along with Ifph, are just 6 of them. So we have used like energy medicine, working with crystals, magnetics, and many other things. So here some of the slides that I'm showing you today are from this video of ours, Making New Earth. Over here, we have explained how all of the major health problems and environmental disasters have happened on the planet since the last 300 years. Basically, it was a capitalist business system that made products and services trying to siphon all the money in their favor through an centralized system. And the natural outfall of it was these 14 UN Sustainable Development Goals that are the problems on the planet, but these problems have been created by that centralized system. So the solution goes, and we have explained step by step how the solution is decentralized, okay, and how to implement it. So, and to implement it, we've designed about 21 committees. And recently, like I said, the Awaken India movement, we had the Bill Gates Quit India campaign and WHO Quit India campaign. And we explained on the back of 11 medical frauds, how WHO has orchestrated this entire last pandemic. And finally, as part of the solution, we said that state, health is a state subject. So every state in this country needs to have an integrative mind, body, spirit, wellness system, medicine system, and a healthcare system. So that if anybody goes on Twitter and all that, it's pretty popular now. So coming back to this was the first event. If you all know the World United Doctors and Healers Association, that's when they started the first CMSC in India. It happened in 2007, as you can see, in Secunderabad. And over there, some of the well-known doctors, Dr. Sandeep Basin is there, Dr. Nitin Kondawati, Dr. Yugandhar, Dr. B.M. Hegde, most of you all know him. Brahma Rishi Patriji is there, Sanyogi Umashankar. Okay, I want to say something about Sanyogi Umashankar. So how did my migraines go, right? Now, I was going on with that one day long, migraine. if I would go out anytime between 11 o'clock in the day to 4 p.m. Then finally, with changing my diet, doing some acupressure and all that, that became a half-day migraine. But once I started doing sun yoga, it's a technique of looking at the sun directly. And I practiced that for 1 month, and this happened in 2009. And he explained to us scientifically, he's an engineer actually, Sanyogi Umashankar, the person who's sitting here. He explained that it goes through the eye channels, it goes through your chakra system, and it rebalances your triple warmer system, which is the meridian system in the in acupressure, which actually runs through the entire spinal cord. So it's an energy and heat balancing system. It balances the incoming heat into your body that comes through your eyes a lot, through your skin and all that, and how much of it gets radiated out quickly through the skin is managed by that system. In 1 month's time, you know, my migraines went away for life. Since that time, I have never used even goggles. Otherwise, I had to permanently use goggles. That also the high quality Ray-Ban goggles, original. So that's sharing a little bit more with all of you also, that such powerful, you know, alternative systems are there. If we integrate and work with them, we are seeing amazing results. So I'll just browse through this and some of the pictures of the conferences, all the topics that were presented. You know, different forms of homeopathy have also been presented over the years. Reason for showing this is that when the system is integrated, it becomes much wider scope. It cannot be challenged and taken down. Like Ayush department in India was suppressed during this, you know, pandemic, and allopathy got the better of them. So from 2013, I was part of all of this, and you'll see my name also somewhere there. That's me sitting in the middle there with our panel of doctors, healers, therapists. So this went on, you know, it's going on since that time. And I was with the World United till 2017, which is the last one that we did in Pune. And that's the first time the Indian Medical Association, Pune, okay, they collaborated with us because they genuinely wanted to see what is this integrative medicine. They were official partners, as you can see from our banner. And they presented 2 topics also during that session. Then after 2017, yeah, this is maybe some of you recognize some faces, but yeah, mainly these people were from Pune. After that, I started, once I left World United, I started the New Earth Summit. And as the convener, I opened it by saying, I will never again in my life ever do a mind, body, spirit wellness conference, because everyday health of the human body is also depending on external factors such as the water, such as the quality of sunlight, such as the quality of our soil and quality of our food and the chemicals that we use on our body and all of that. So unless we heal our water, our soil, our air, humanity as a whole, or even as a society in pockets, can never be healed. And that's how we expanded the scope of wellness to include our environment as well. And so all of this, you know, took on a bigger stage. And now it happens through the New Earth Summit. We had it in February also this year because we wanted to do it urgently, and we may do a repeat in November. Otherwise, every year it happens in November. So you will see all of these on our website. And finally, at the bottom of this, on this section, if you click it, you will see our integrative medicine committee presenting. What is this integrative medicine model and how it works, how it can be set up at centers across the country. In such a small state as Goa, I had, just before the pandemic, I had put the proposal of 1,000 integrative natural wellness centers in Goa. I had shown the complete roadmap of how it would, promote organic farming, water purification systems, more parks, more local people and therapists would get training and would get employed. Instead of, you know, this hospital system where everybody you go in that space only, it's a sick environment and sick field, which also everybody knows, at least from homeopathy, that there are a lot of non-curative systems that are being used over there. But in our integrative model, as I will just show in our my presentation, I'll just come to that section.
Thank you, Mr. Darryl.
Yes.
It was indeed a roller coaster ride, though we had very little time being with you, and I think we need more sessions. We need to be together, because this integrated approach of mind, body, and spirit medicine, which homeopathy is also advocating, and we all need to be together, because is the need of the time. And
Right.
I know a lot of persons are here to interact with you. They are very keen to be with you, to share their thoughts. But the thing is, the time is now nearing. Another session of regional language Malayalam is there waiting. Gus will be
Okay.
there. And I think we need to welcome you again. So on behalf of Ifph, I'm just saying thanks to you, and this is great time. We need to be together. So please be again here.
Yes, surely. Thank you very much. And I would like everyone here to please visit our website, the Integrative Medicine Committee.org, and have a look at the presentations, and it'll really you'll find it very interesting. And from there, we can take it forward in the next session.
Sure, please be here again. Thank you. And thanks all.
Yes.
Now is
thanks,
the time
everyone.
to...
Namaste.
Sorry.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Namaste. Now is the time to start the regional language session in Malayalam, and over to Dr. Shaila.
Okay, so I will take your leave. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye. I have to be on another meeting also of Awaken India Movement, our National Steering Committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.